Okay, take 3. I had to go do some stuff. Alright, so this is going to be an introduction into my podcast with my sister, Ivy, but she's going to go by Lila Star. I'm going to be Amara Luna. You can find us Monday mornings at 10 a.m. for your spookiness and your serial killerness and everything macabre and witchiness. So, I don't know what I was going to do now. Never mind. I'll just do it this way. It's cold. You got fur. I don't. Okay, so check us out. So our first live is going to be about the beautiful forest in Romania. And then hers is going to be Jeffrey Dahmer. So if you're really into this stuff, please check us out. We would love to have y'all join in. Comment. It's on Podbean. So yep, I'm really excited about this, and I've got notes just ready to go. So, Lavender Den. This is my Lavender Den. Welcome to the Lavender Den. This is episode 1 of the Lavender Den. This is monthly review codex for last month and this month, but we're not done with this month, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyways because that way we get that out of the way. So, again, must have. I have 6 of these babies. If I can get more, I would. So, Lavender Den. Let's go into my monthly reviews for the month of May and this month. Monthly book collection. The Way of Shadows by Brent Weeks. I finished the audio. I am on chapter 9 of the book and in my codex. Very good book. My Dom, Oren, who is away for a while. That's a very... We'll get into that and that journey in a different episode on YouTube, and how I cope with not having him here and dealing with other things, but that's a whole new can of worms we're not really going to go into. So, Iron and Bones by Yasmin Galorn. That one is still in progress, and it is audio. Oak and Thorns by Yasmin Galorn is finished. Perfect Shadow by Brent Weeks is in quo. Dirty Laundry by Rich and Roxanne Pink. If you have ADHD or autistic or anything like that, oh my gosh, please get these books, buy them. They are a lifesaver. I just finished the audiobook of Dirty Laundry. I finished their other book, Small Talk, both audio and the actual book. And oh my gosh, like, I cried through the whole book. That's how good the book is. On a Richter scale, between 20 being the greatest and 1 being the least, it was a 20 tops. Both of those books are like phenomenal, and just how he gives his take and she gives her side of it is just chef's kiss. Please get those books. Even if you don't have children that are ADHD, or if you're not ADHD, but you have friends that are, or you have kids that have friends that are, they even have a book they just came out with called Audie and Me, and it's for kids that have ADHD to better understand how their brain works. Please, well worth the books. There's no words for those books. They're just phenomenal books. Shadow and Crows is in progress. So my highlights. Tripod stand that I have now. I use it constantly. 10 out of 10. Love it. Super helpful, especially being hands-free by your bed. The Gnostic Teachings Study, 10 out of 10. This book, let me tell you, this is a good read. Like, I love this book. As you can see, it's very well loved. Yes, there is not a book in this book that I have not, and yes, I have highlighted some of it. But I am now on the Gospel of Judas, and I am loving it. I am loving every book, from the Gospel of Thomas to now the Gospel of Judas. So it goes the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Truth, and the Gospel of Judas. So if you know anything about biblical times and the people that are involved in Yahweh's journey, Judas was portrayed as a traitor. In the Bible. Mind you, I am a PK, so this is coming from a PK. I read the Bible back and front, learned everything that I could about it growing up. This gives a totally different story. These are the books that never made it into rotation. You have the Book of Thomas, you have the Book of Truth, you have the Book of Judas, you have Sophia, you have the first book of Sophia, you have Enoch, you have Mary Magdalene, and yes, Mary Magdalene was not a prostitute. She was one of Yahweh's most blessed disciples, and the closest one to him, that he shared the codes and everything else. So that's where this book comes in, because yes, definitely get this book. Let me tell you. Again, if you like notebooks, these are really good. And if you're bitchy, they're perfect. Got them at Walmart. You can get 3 for like 20 something. It's not a bad price. What else was I going to? And then I have my water intake. And I use my birthday cup. 20 out of 20 again. This was given to me by my sister, Layla Starr. And it is my water cup. And it has water in it, so I think I'm going to have some. I use that a lot. A lot. And I have another one that I got for my birthday, too, from my Dom, that I love, too. So, this has a little saying, and it's, always remember you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. And it's a sister cup. Podcast 5 episode is ready for tomorrow. Again, check us out on Podbean, 10 a.m. We're going to be live. Don't miss it. June's favorites. Household and care. Game. Oh, yes, I love the game. That is definitely going to be one that I get on the first of the month. Books, of course, still on the Way of Shadows. Gnostic teachings. Comic book projects that I have. Big Booty Judy, Alley Cat Studio and Family, and of course my Way of Shadows chapter comic or meme. Of course, Pop Care, because I gotta take care of the fur babies. So flea intake treatment, I keep a log for that. When they have their baths, my June collection is, of course, Way of Shadows, Gospels of Truth, Book of Enoch. I got that on Kindle, in Green Witchcraft Kindle, and then I added a couple of new ones to that, which is Aragon and Narnia. And then on audio, I also have the Suki Steakhouse trilogy. What else is going on? So, this is my daily planner. I had this in February, and instead of using it to plan stuff, I'm using to code everything. And I am using it so it's not getting in a doom pile. This one is my notes, and it's my notes for everything. And it has washi tape, and it has my grocery list, and everything else. Alley Cat's Studio characters. my mom and dad's P.O. box. I gotta write them. And how it started everything. I mean, notes and notes and notes and more notes. More notes. More notes. That's my notes for my codex. This, as you can see, is my Way of Shadows. It is very much loved. It is washi taped. It is highlighted. It is dissected. It is, you name it. And all the way through till chapter 9. In fact, I will read y'all a part of chapter 9. So, here is just the first part of chapter 9, and I'll read it to y'all since I don't have anything better to do with time. So grab your puff puffs, grab your water. I know it's late. Let me check my old man's phone to see what the time is. Oh, it's 11:36. Okay, so 11:36. Not bad. Puppies are snoozing. So this is The Way of Shadows, and it is by Britt Weeks. It is a good book. It is the first one of the trilogy. So here we go. Chapter 9. He lay in the darkness, too stunned to weep, even in his sudden blind shock. Azaz knew that Rat's Big couldn't be asleep. This was what they had been waiting for. Azaz had left for the barest minute, and they had taken Doggirl. It wouldn't even do him any good to wake the whole guild in the darkness and confusion. He never know just which of Rat's Bigs was gone. And what would he do even if he knew? Even if he knew who was gone. He wouldn't know where they gone. Even if he knew where they gone, what would he do? He lay in the darkness, stumbling over thoughts, staring at the saging ceiling. He heard them damn him forever. He heard a sound and didn't even go look. He lay in the darkness, finished. The watch changed, the sun rose, and the guild rat stirred. And he stared at the sagging ceiling, waiting for it to collapse on him like everything else. He couldn't have moved, even if he wanted to. He lay in the light. Children were shrieking, littles pulling at him, shouting something about Badger, questions. It was all words. Words were wind. Someone shook him, but he was so far away. It was until long after that he woke. There was only one sound that could have brought him out of his trance. Rat laughing. Tingle shot across his skin, and he sat upright. He still had the sheath. Get the book. Very good book. Very good book. Book Goblin love book. Very much. As you could tell. And again, like I said, I have 6 of these babies. This one is for my actual codex. I do believe for my Gnostic teachings. Nope, this is for my Reds. And then I have this one. And this is for my podcast. So let's touch up on some stuff. for my podcast. This is my notes. This is for the Lunar Nest Codex, which is for my Way of Shadows. And it's been washi taped and all that stuff. And I leave spaces, I leave pages, like the back of the page, for like other notes and stuff that I can like put on there. This one is for my Gnostic teachings. And this is the second book I have not gotten into. I also have this one on audio. So, there's that. My sister wanted me to get into diamond art, so I'm planning on doing this sometime this coming week, hopefully. But, and then my washi tape that I use, and my markers. But that is about it, and I hope y'all have a blessed Sunday night. Stay haunted, stay blessed. Hope to see you at the podcast. Darkest blessings. Toodles.